Welcome to SheTechTalks, the podcast that puts women in tech at the center of the conversation. This podcast is part of an Erasmus Plus project designed to tackle the gender gap in technology through a multi-layered approach, including training academies, mentoring programs, and digital storytelling. Over the next 2 years, SheTechTalks will engage young women across Europe, especially those aged 18 to 30, helping them build practical tech and business skills, connect with mentors, and learn from the experiences of inspiring role models. The project brings together partners from across Europe, the University of Groningen in the Netherlands, Vytautas Magnus University in Lithuania, Erasmus Valencia International Center in Spain, Intermediate in Greece, and Women Do Business in Greece. In each episode, we explore experiences, challenges, and opportunities for women in tech. So stay with us as we dive into today's conversation.
So, Pascal, I'm really glad to meet you, really glad to be speaking with you. As you know, I'm a journalist, but right now I'm also working in Erasmus Valencia International Center, and I'm really glad to be able to participate in this project. So I want to start speaking with you a little bit about your journey. You yourself as a woman in STEM, where would you say you're at in your career right now?
Yes, I would say I'm in a good place. I'm helping to develop the ecosystem for Workday, meaning that I'm in education. So Workday, a IT company, I'm in the education department, and I'm helping to grow the people that learn Workday, not only our customers and our partners, but I'm looking for partnerships with universities, with special interest group, bringing Workday content to them so they learn relevant IT skills that they can apply in a future job with Workday. Or I would say a lot of these skills are also can also be used with other cloud companies. Yeah.
It's a great place to be.
Yeah,
for sure. And what drew you to it in the first place? What was your motivation to be in this place that you're at right now?
Yes, and if you look at my background, I started with doing IT studies myself, one of the few women choosing that study. And I knew early on that I wanted to work in a place in between the people that use IT and the people that build it. So my first job, for example, was at Oracle. I was teaching SQL skills to customers from Oracle. I worked on projects where I was teaching people how to use the finance ERP systems from Oracle, and I moved on to change management, tailored education projects. So bridging that distance between, say, the people that need to use IT solutions and the people that build it. And from there, my role evolved from being on projects, being a team lead, to leading education organizations. So after Oracle, I worked for PeopleSoft, for SaaS, the analytics company, and now in Workday, my role is expanding to building these partnerships with other organizations.
So it's quite the background that you have.
It is a nice journey to make. Yes, thank you.
It is. So, like you said, you work still closely with professionals and businesses that are navigating this digital changes. What would you say, in your opinion, as you work day to day with it, are the biggest shifts that are happening right now in the job market as AI and automation are shaping the workforce?
Yes, AI, we all talk about it, and it has impact in different places. So if we look at the job market, specifically the IT market, i.e. AI will be causing changes in the demand for the job roles that are offered. There will be less need for low skill, repetitive IT work. AI will be doing those tasks. There will be higher expectations for the people that get hired. They have to be very adaptable. They should have non-technical skills like communication, like problem solving, leadership, emotional intelligence. They'll need to work in complex projects, and they'll need to navigate this fast-paced technology industry. And what is worrying, I think personally, that the trend is that there will be fewer juniors hired and more senior people into IT roles. And the junior roles are often about testing, developing, supporting, and these are being replaced by AI. So fewer internships, fewer roles for graduates being offered, and these companies look for cross-functional experience, the critical thinking, having domain expertise, which you build if you work a bit longer. So I would say that's worrying, and companies can do something about this. So to give an example from Workday, we have a program we call it Generation Workday, where we hire graduates just out of school, and in that first year that they are with us, we offer a lot of training, technical training, but also other job skills, professional skills. We give them networking opportunities. And after that year where they have learned a lot of relevant skills, they often find a job within Workday, or they are, say, much more employable, because we're bridging their academic skills to the realities of the workplace. So I would really encourage other companies to continue doing this, or to start doing this, to give young people an opportunity in IT.
Sure, which is really important, of course. So we can agree that within 5 to 10 years, things are going to change drastically.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you think particularly these changes will affect women?
Yeah, that is, I would say a lot of women, they are represented in these, well, let's start with women are in general very underrepresented in IT. So that is something we should try to solve. I live in the Netherlands, and I know that there's too few girls choosing STEM, specifically IT, education. So that is in general already a challenge. But if you look at the impact of AI and automation, it's hitting the entry-level IT roles, and this is the place where women are overrepresented. And they are maybe in help desk roles, junior development roles. So AI could amplify the gender imbalance. And there's more demand, as we mentioned before, for senior and strategic roles. And in my opinion, we should help women, equip them to also be able to fill those roles.
For sure. Yeah, I agree completely. We often hear about AI taking over everything and taking jobs, but there's also the concept of the augmentation effect, where technology is, of course, going to create more jobs, more roles, and more opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you think, how do you personally view this balance between opportunity and risk?
Yes, I think it's important to really keep your skills up to date and be curious. Don't be afraid to fail. Go for it. Try it. Don't think, I'm not an IT expert. Start with the beginning and evolve from there. So building your skills for everyone is really relevant, but for the women that want to work in IT, make sure you look for the relevant IT skills, continue to upskill yourself. And that's one side of the coin. The other side of the coin for the companies hiring, the projects that we're filling with teams where we're building AI systems, these people should also be very conscious to hire diverse teams, diverse in all aspects, but also have women building those large language models. I mean, if we don't do that, the AI, the models will also not represent the community that we live in.
Exactly. They will only represent one specific type of person.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. So let's talk about into AI and gender, because data shows that women are less aware of how AI will impact their roles and their jobs, and also we are more reluctant to use it. Why do you think that is?
Yeah, that is interesting. I think if you look at the numbers, it's probably because women are underrepresented in the IT and tech scene. So automatically, yeah, they will show up as using AI less. Maybe AI can be intimidating, or it is this thing that you don't know what it is. You might be a bit scared of it. You hear so many stories of AI taking over the world. They will taken over the humans. So I think what we can do is demystify and talk about AI as this tool that's here to help us, and anything we can do to encourage women to get in contact. And it can be really simple. I mean, AI is available to everyone on the internet, and it can start with helping you make your Christmas dinner. I mean, find a recipe, tweak it, update it. What are others doing? So really find your way into AI and build on it. Be curious, learn it, talk with other women. If you can, try to join courses, workshops. I mean, it's available, it's out there, it's not going away. So I think it's very important to get yourself involved with AI and start learning it.
Do you think that people are also intimidated by how quick it is evolving? Because it's very quick how it develops.
Yes, I think people are intimidated, but if you really look how many companies are successfully using AI to give, say, proven results, return on investment. I mean, we are not there yet. We talk a lot about it, and there's a lot of press and there's a lot of noise, but really applying AI to improve your systems, your outcomes, there are not that many companies already realizing the benefits. I'm sure we will get better in getting the most out of AI, but this is just the beginning. So don't worry, get started, join the others using AI.
So as we've mentioned, women are more likely to be in roles that are vulnerable to automation.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think can be done? We've already talked about what can we do at an individual level, but what can be done at an organizational level? What policies can we adopt to help women move into more AI augmented and future-proof roles?
If you look at the companies, they should be aware of the potential of the women in their organization, and to give them opportunities for upskilling, for networking, for getting into this area. And from my experience, women are sometimes, I would say, modest and maybe saying, that's not for me. So sometimes you just need to lower the threshold, invite them to the game. And for sure, there are areas where women can thrive and can use their skills, their experience to work in AI. An example is that I remember a lot of women not choosing IT, but choosing law, for example, going into legal roles. If we look at what we need for AI governance, ethics, compliance, there are these areas where, with a background in legal topics, you can find, a role that is in AI. So you also have to think maybe creatively, look what is needed in the future and bridge that. And companies can take an active role in that. If you look at bridging that, say, the jobs how they were to the future jobs supported with AI, offer programs that help building skills to bridge that the road to the new roles.
Yeah. So to do this and to be able to accomplish this, do you personally think that we need more women in leading positions in companies to be able to see this potential?
Yes, we need women, but we also need the men to see it. So it's not only up to the women, also the men need to see this and embrace it. And I do think there are opportunities. We talked about the governance, the ethics, the compliance. Cybersecurity is an area that will for sure grow a lot. And that is an area where you can encourage women to develop their skills.
And at Workday and in your training roles, you've supported upskilling initiatives. Can you give us an example or a specific strategy that you see has helped women advance in data, AI, cybersecurity?
Yeah, what I see in Workday and the teams I work with is we have quite a few really amazing women in leadership roles, in tech roles, in AI. And I think that's not because we have specific course programs to get them there, but I think it's also the Workday culture. We very much embrace this diversity. That's how we hire. We hire for skills. And we have this great culture, diverse culture to work in. So I know we attract women that think, well, it's not only the job, I also want to work in a place where things are like that. So I think we are in a lucky place with so many women in all these different positions. But I would say it's not everywhere in IT. It is like that. And I can give an example of a recent partnership we have with an organization started in Switzerland, Bring Women Back to Work, where women that had a career break, they now get upskilled by this organization, and Workday is one of the companies bringing IT skills into this program to really help the employability of these women. And I think this is a great example where women get a little bit of extra support. These are really bright women, ambitious, with a career, a track record where they already did a lot of, very relevant work in IT or in other roles, giving them some extra skills to make it easier to find a job again.
That's a great initiative for sure. And what do you think are the biggest barrier that still keep women from entering that world?
I'm thinking, is there anything we didn't touch on barriers? I think often they are a barrier themselves, thinking maybe I cannot do this. I think there are sometimes too few women to pick from, and then we need the companies, to bridge that, offering programs to learn. I really like us to encourage girls and young women to choose for STEM, to make that start already in technology, and then it's also easier to learn the AI topics.
So we can agree that representation is key to pick women's interest into entering the tech world, IT world. I would like to ask for a piece of advice. What would you say to a young woman that's starting her career, her studies, and might feel a little unsure, little intimidated? What would you tell her?
Start at the beginning, and I'm doing some of these mentoring conversations with young women with Technical University of Delft in the Netherlands, myself, and I think more and more women are, say, entrepreneurial and curious. So in those conversations, it's about, what skills should I develop to get jobs in those IT areas. And again, a lot is about that trust in yourself. You can benefit from talking to other women, either in your own sphere, where own age, or look for mentors, other women who are in IT. And I find that a lot of women that have a leadership position in IT, it could be project manager, it could be on a C-level, a lot of them are willing to help. But sometimes you just need to ask, or find an organization like yours to bridge that step, to find an introduction. And the program we talked about earlier, Bring Women Back to Work, part of that is also mentoring these women by talking with them and let them realize what they can do and what their skills are, and what they bring to the table with their experience, with their talent. So mentors, and when you are working, find your sponsors, people that back you up, help you, give you advice. I think that really helps getting further on the career ladder. Mm-hmm.
Sure, that's great advice. So, Pascal, it's been a pleasure speaking with you. And thank you for sharing with us your knowledge and your wise words. I'm sure this will help many women in the world of STEM and in the world of technology. And thank you so much. It's been a pleasure speaking with you.
Yes, it was my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for listening to SheTechTalks. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to follow the podcast and share it with others who might find it inspiring. To learn more about the project and stay updated on upcoming episodes, check out our social media channels. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep breaking barriers in tech.